So basically, Metasploitable 2 is an vulnerable machine. Okay, vulnerable machine in the sense it do have some open ports, out outdated version is there, and like outdated softwares are there, like weak security is there. Okay, so it is a machine where we can, as if an attacker, we as if an attacker using Kali, which is within our VM. Okay, VM in the sense here we do have on same network. First of all, we should be on same network where we need to change our Kali and Metasploit machines IP to host. Network adapter, we should make it as a host only. Okay, that's it. Then only what will happen, the Kali and this will be on same network. Then only we can perform scans and map scan or any scan we can perform over that. So as what is we have already discussed what is Metasploit is an vulnerable Linux virtual machine. Okay, created by which company? Rapid7 is an organization which had created this for to practice penetration testing. Okay, where VM is intentionally because in real because in real world there would be some misconfigurations or some accounts or some machines or some network devices or and all. So it is a kind of replica. Okay. So is this platform is safe? Yeah, it is safe. Is it legal? Yes, it is legal because it is for testing purpose. So we can do on this only instead of doing on any public IP or public machine. We can use this one, and we should never expose this to internet. Vulnerable by design. So preloaded with exploitable services will be there. Like what all like capture the flag. Like it is basically replicated of capture the flag where we do have some tasks, so we can do that. So in this also we can do manually like whatever we want. Real world flaws is also like as there are outdated versions then which contains some CV vulnerabilities. Okay, then why we use only Metasploit? So it is safe for learning. It is a legacy software. Multiple attack vectors are there. Complete attack chain we can do on this. So like how we do, we make it, we install it on VM where we isolate it means we'll not expose this to internet. Okay, content legacy software in the sense like old software or unpatched software versions would be there, right? Those are known as legacy software. Multiple attack vectors in the sense here we do have many what we call many exploits are there. So we can perform attacks and so that we can learn like how does in real time attack happens. It's kind of a simulation. Okay. It is like a good with Kali, Linux, and VirtualBox environment. So core components, what all are there in this VM? Okay. So Metasploit runs on Ubuntu with a Linux kernel. These are the versions of it, and the system implements the classic stack architecture. LAMP in the sense like Linux is there, Apache server is there, MySQL is there, database is there, PHP the programming language, which is also there in this. Okay, then deliberately like it is an outdated configurations and which are there creates an multiple attack surface in the sense like for an attacker to have like all the things open and some are not when some do have weak password, it is an attack surface where we can do our penetration testing or vulnerability assessment through the operating system, web server, database, and scripting language layer. See, operating system which is Linux, web server which is Apache server, database is MySQL, and scripting language is PHP. Okay, here see. Like we do have operating system Ubuntu, Linux kernel is there, web stack, Apache, HTTP server is there, MySQL database is there, PHP scripting is there, network services like FTP file transfer protocol, SSH, Telnet, SMB protocol, multiple vulnerable daemons are there. Default access, like whenever you need to access your what we call metasploitable tool, the admin like password is MSF ADMIN, then MSF ADMIN, and username and passwords are same. So, vulnerable services overview, like we do have FTP service, okay, SSH telnet is there, Apache server which is like vulnerable right away, MSQL and PostgreSQL, this is a database, and here Samba 2.0 file sharing with RCE flow, and remote RC is nothing but remote code execution, like via whenever we do have access to any device via internet, we can execute codes remotely, okay, and with backdoor, and NSS in the sense network file system misconfiguration is also there. So here there is an in detailed version of like what is a severity. So what we can do, whenever we do find this version, right? Then we will get to know. So this is a file transfer protocol with this version. Then this is the severity score in the sense which is given by global organizations. So like if we search this ID, means this is the year and this is the number of that. Okay. So whenever we search with this, right, CVE 20112523 in Google or anywhere, or anywhere in the sense like any online website, so we'll get to know what all loopholes we do have and how we can connect. Okay, one second. Right now we were discussing about there was a vulnerability, right? CVE 2011. What was it? 20112523. Okay. Number one, 2523. Oh, sorry. I had changed the adapter. I think. We'll try this. Is this also visible to you? Windows VM.
Yes, it is visible.
Okay. Hmm. So CV 2011. CVE 2011. 2523, right? See, one second. So refers to the vulnerability, very secure FTP daemon version. This would be the version and discovered in 2011. So right now, what is happening? There is an vulnerability in this SQL version. Okay. So now, have you installed your see right side? This is my see. This is my what we call metasploitable to machine, and here is my Kali. Okay. So now we'll try to do search and nmap via this. Okay.
Yes.
Have you installed Sahid that?
I haven't Metasploit. I've installed it, but
Huh,
I see the same interface
this
on your
this one
right.
only. Yeah, we'll see this interface on the right. It will be
Okay.
CLI based interface only for everyone. And one more thing, like whether the network click on go to that Kali once again over that and click right click uh, MSF admin. It is login, I guess. Admin. IPA. Do one thing. IPA.
IPA
Hmm. IP space है.
config.
Config or IP space है. We can do anything. Config should not be. There should be no space between IP config.
अच्छा अच्छा right IP config.
हाँ IP config. It is showing. Like do one thing. IPA
IP
space है. Space है.
space.
I think that command is not working. So here your IP is 192.168.220.130/24. Okay.
Yes.
Hmm. So now what we'll do, we'll click on your Kali. Hmm. Hmm. Now open this one. Terminal. Open terminal. Open terminal. Wait, open. Huh. So now do one thing. IPA here also. IP space A. Where IP and others all will get. So here your IP is 192.168.220.128/24. Okay.
24.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So that one was 130/24. Okay. Once do one thing. Try to ping here. Ping ping space 192.168.220.130/24. Enter.
Mm-hmm. It's not pinging.
Okay. Scope. Open your Metasploit. 168. It should be 168.220. Oh. Do one thing. Go there only. Once again. In Kali. Remove slash. Same command without slash. Hmm. 130. Enter. Should ping. Yeah.
Pinging.
So over there, slash 24 is our subnet.
Subnet is.
So what we'll do right now? So now it is pinging. Like then we got an confirmation that there is connection, there is communication between Metasploit and Kali. So
Kali.
we'll run we'll run a normal control C. If you want to stop this scan, you can type control C. Okay. Now nmap space hyphen sn
SN.
and that IP space Metasploit IP 192.168.220.130. Okay, what it will run a basic nmap scan where you will find what is the host or anything like host based scan it is subnet scan. Okay, so we do have
Mm-hmm.
a host here where IP what is this Mac is there. So once go to your Metasploit. Hmm. So here we'll find Mac also, right?
Second,
Mm,
let me see.
no, here we are unable to see. So Mac to
Minor,
find
minor six.
no to find MAC address of your you need to write a command where uh, it should be who type who once who
Who? Okay.
uh, enter uh, like W enter also showing the same you name no you only UNAME space hyphen a uname no there is no space between
Sure.
uname
Yeah. Hyphen
space
A.
here after uname there is a space hyphen a enter. Okay, it is also showing. No problem. So right now there is a communication between our Nmap and Metasploit, right? Now we'll do. I think the scan is running. Go to Kali and do one thing. Now go to Kali. Uh,
Kali.
So right now we did a subnet scan. Now we'll do a port scan. So what is the command for port scan? Nmap, nmap space hyphen p hyphen space RIP. This
R
192.168. This one.
RIP.
No. Our IP. I mean like
It's our IP. Okay, sorry.
uh,
92
beta
dot
exploit
168
68
dot
dot 220 dot 130.
20 dot 130.
So what it will do, it will discover all the ports which are open right away.
Mm-hmm.
See, when
All
we
ports
did
are open.
a so when like before when we did a scan normal nmap scan over scanme.nmap there was a device, right? There were only four ports open. Do you remember?
Yeah, yeah, last time, yeah. We were
Last time.
able to see only four ports.
Yes. So right now see there are how many ports available. So each port is delivering different services where we can exploit those services. Like right away, what hacker will also do, he'll also do the same thing where he'll sometimes like if we don't have any detection tool or what, so he'll just do scanning in the sense where here reconnaissance like this part is known as reconnaissance. Like where he do scan, he gathers information. Right now, what we are doing, we are also doing a scan, and we are gathering information about the host. So as if we are an hacker and he is victim. Metasploit is a victim. Okay, so we got that ki these many ports are open. See, FTP port is open, SSH port is open, Telnet port is open, simple mail, SMTP is open, domain is open, HTTP is open. See, all the ports are open right now. See, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then we'll do one more Nmap versions also. We'll try to check. Okay, Nmap space SV hyphen SV hyphen. After nmap, there should be an hyphen.
Acha, nmap hyphen s
No.
s-
And nmap space hyphen
hyphen
small s
s
and capital V
capital
space
space.
IP
IP.
192 dot
Okay.
192 dot
168.130
220 dot 130.
220. Okay.
So right now, what we are doing service and version scan.
Okay.
We get it. See, here we also got versions, right?
Mhm. Right.
Previously, we
Yeah.
just got what all the services are there. Right now, we got
One.
version as well as. So whenever we get version, right? See, right now what we did first, we did well, first what we checked whether it is having any connection, like whether we are able to ping it or not. Okay, because we are in same network, we were able to ping it over network. Then what we did a port scan. Okay,
Mhm.
okay, the ports were also available. Then what we did an version scan also, including ports, what all are the versions
The
there.
versions
So,
of the ports.
huh, because FTP is there. FTP is a service or application would be there within our laptop. So for that also we do have versions. Whenever we do have a OS or firmware update, the versions will also get updated. So, okay, right now, as it is an outdated legacy machine, so we got some versions. Like, as these versions would have some vulnerabilities or some loopholes within them, because at that time they don't know that time, like when they created those. Whenever we do create any product, we don't know whether it is successful or whether it do have any loopholes or not. Later on, when people do testing and all, they'll get to know that this is not so secured version. Then release another version. So as to practice for us, they made a what vulnerable versions, and they combined all those things within this metasploitable tool. Okay.
Mm.
Now,
Okay.
now what we'll do an aggressive scan. Aggressive scan in the sense all will do all scans at a time, which may take some time.
Okay.
So, which is
With
a basic.
Metasploit.
No. Here only we'll do. In Kali only we'll scan Metasploit. So what we'll do? Nmap, Nmap, space, hyphen, capital A, and IP. Space means this 192.168 Metasploitable IP. So I could have said you this command, which is very simple, but you would not know okay, why we are doing all these things, how we got all this information. So this is a
Mhm.
command where we'll get each and every information.
Okay.
Hmm.
The nmap A means like all.
All, all.
Mhm. Yeah, we got everything here.
See, go over there. See, even though which version is there, like how much time it took, and what
Mm-hmm.
is
Okay.
which IP we have connected to, and what is the session bandwidth, what is the version, data connections will be in plain text means we can only use text-based data. Like here we do got more information, which excuse me, which may be helpful for us in order to proceed next scans. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
see, we do found TCP port, OpenSSH, Debian, Ubuntu. Scroll it, like in detailed version of scan is there here. The
Mm-hmm.
SSL, what all versions are there. This is how a
Open.
hacker will try to do. But as of now, we can't do right all these things because we do have many EDR tools, SIM tools, like security tools are there.
Mm-hmm.
So this is how we do scan and get information. This is how hacker collect information.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, in
Hmm.
an organization, we use Kali Linux in the real organization as well.
Yes, in real organization also we do use Kali for our clients
Mm-hmm.
because client would also want to know whether his environment is safe or not, right?
Okay. So we do
That
the
is
scan
where,
like the
that
same
is
we
where,
just did now.
hmm, hmm, that is where we come into picture as if a red team person. So what red team people will do? He'll do vulnerability scan, he'll do network scan, he'll do active directory scan. For that, you need to have a basic knowledge, like how does a network work,
Mm-hmm.
right? How, like what is a vulnerability? Like why it is important? Like what is a patch? What is vulnerability? What is exploit? Okay, we need to know first all these things because see, when what we did first step is whether the connection is established or not. So what we did a ping. Then after ping, what we did, we got a confirmation that connection is established. So there are no firewalls in between. What if there was a firewall? The connection would have dropped, like the connection would have cancelled, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is how we got to know that there is no firewall. Okay, first step was we got to know that there is no firewall.
No
Later on, we'll
firewall.
get to how. So
Mm-hmm.
next, what we did a port level scan for a
Mm-hmm.
machine, right? For a machine, what did a port level scan we did? If we were doing from an outside, so even though what the firewall would not like what we call even though there are two scenarios. Right now we got to know there is no firewall, or else there could be a situation where there is a rule enabled in firewall that every IP is allowed from outside, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. So we got to know that there are two scenarios. They could be a firewall or they could not be a firewall. Then, as we did a port level scan, right? What will happen if there was a firewall? There will be a policy that connection is allowed, but there should be no scanning. So as we did a scan, we got to know that there are no firewalls. There is no endpoint security. This will be our assumption. So then what
Mm-hmm.
we got as a hacker, we got all the ports, and we got then what we got the versions, and we got whether the port is open or not, and we did also got like what all data data type is stored in that machine or that application, right? These can, like these all commands will get to a conclusion that it is available and it is exploitable based on the version. Like if we whenever we do in an organization, what we do, no, we'll capture each and everything, then we'll copy the version. Suppose there is a version like Linux 2.6.x, right? Or 2.6.9 to 2.6.33. What we'll do, we'll copy this version and we'll go to Google, we'll paste this version, we'll check whether there are any vulnerabilities. What is vulnerability? Vulnerability is a loophole. Okay, then what will get, like we got a loophole. So this is a loophole for that version. So what we'll check whether there are any exploits. Exploit in the sense where we do have a loophole to get into that, like to have a
Mm-hmm.
gateway or pathway for that. We'll use exploitable techniques.
Like
Okay.
Metasploit.
Huh.
Okay. So
No,
if you
no,
saw
no.
like open.
Metasploit. No, no. Metasploit is a what we call it is a machine.
Mm-hmm.
Exploit, exploit, exploit in the
Mm-hmm.
sense like how we can, like
The,
I may say you, like I will exploit you if you do, if you won't
mm,
talk to me, or if you won't do whatever
mm-hmm.
I said, means I will
Attack,
get,
basically.
I will attack, or I'll get information, or else I would spell all your information which is private to you, to everyone, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we'll go to Google, we'll gather information. Basically, hacking and cyber security is all about securing information, gathering information, and protecting information. Okay. Now we'll do
Mm-hmm.
one more
Yes.
scan, which is a vulnerability scan. So go go, uh, go down, enter. Hmm. So now what we'll do? Nmap space hyphen hyphen script pt space vul vul space metasploit IP 192.168.220.130. Enter.
130.
Hmm. So right now, what Nmap is doing, Nmap internally would have some scripts.
Mm-hmm.
So what all the scripts which are available within Nmap, we are scanning, we are utilizing those scripts and running a scan.
Okay.
Hmm.
So basically, Nmap is used to find networks, open ports, and whatever
Yes,
the vulnerabilities we do have in our network.
it is a tool where we will gather information, will get information from our network
Mm-hmm.
devices which are within
Yes.
our network.
Within our network. You cannot
Hmm.
scan someone else's network with this.
No, 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 no.
Okay.
We can scan, but tools may would have blocked you. As Nmap is a noisy tool, means it make direct disturbance. Like it isn't like someone going secretly into someone's house. What it will directly do, it will go in front of that person house and it will try to knock. It like wantedly it will try to go inside, like from front
Mm-hmm.
door. So this
Okay.
is not recommended as per if anyone doing anything, what we call in a secret manner, it is not recommended for anyone that they should do nmap scan. Like when something is authorized, you can do this because there will be alert generating for this also. I think it will take some time, I guess. Let it.
Mm-hmm.
So this is how we, as a security person, will have an understanding whether it is unexpected or not. In security,
Mm-hmm.
basically, what will happen? You need to ask validation for each and everything. So
Okay.
whether it is your team member also, because an alert is generated on another team. We'll take an example of you are into a SOC team, which is A team, and some other
Mm-hmm.
people are working in B team. So there will be many alerts regarding that someone have accessed SharePoint, someone has reached out to some website, someone has downloaded a file in his laptop, and someone try to send a mail to a domain which is not in our organization. Like as a person, as a B team person, I what I did, I have sent some information to my private Gmail account. So there will be every alert generating based on each and everything what you are doing. Okay. So what I did, I have installed WhatsApp.exe from Google. So then what will happen, Meanwhile, I'll explain you some like with a scenario. See, so here, so there will be network. Okay. Like what are doubt you will get, you can ask. Network will be there in organizations. Network devices will be there. Make it short, huh? Network devices would be there. Okay. Network devices would be there, and what call endpoints would be there. What all are endpoints in the sense in network devices, which will come into picture. Okay. And router would router ACCESS access point. Okay. Access point or a this is firewall would also get into picture. So in endpoint, what all we get? We'll get laptops or servers. This all will get into picture. So to monitor, like how we identify actually, we'll see logs. How logs will generate, like every system, like every laptop or every device will have a syslog. Okay, system log which will automatically generate. What we'll do, we'll integrate all these to tools like SIEM, okay, and EDR. What is EDR? Endpoint detection and response. EDR is an advanced version of antivirus, and SIM is event management. What it will do, it will collect logs from all network devices, and here this is specifically for endpoints in the sense laptops and servers. So we'll have a scenario, and we do also have some email gateways, and email security will, and we do also have proxy, which comes under network. We do also have VPN. We'll only have all these things within organizations, and here we do also have an active directory, AD. So only these things will be there within our network. Okay. So I'll ask you a scenario. First thing is, like, there is a phishing attack. What will happen in phishing attack? Explain me, Fahid. Fahid?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. What will happen in phishing attack basically? What is your
No,
understanding on phishing?
you get a unknown messages, I mean unknown mails from an unknown person to your
Hmm.
mailbox
Okay,
that
mailbox.
mhm,
Okay, your mailbox would be there. Then
mhm.
what would be the consequences or outputs because of these phishing attack? What would have happened uh, when a phishing attack
if
takes place? Oh,
if someone employee would have clicked to that mail
okay,
and
okay.
mhm,
Hmm.
they may exploit
That,
into some of your they may exploit into your system.
yeah.
They may find any vulnerability, like you have given direct access to them while by clicking to that link.
Huh. So, how we can, as a security person, like as a security investigator, what you would do, like how you would have investigated this?
First, we will check check the mail. Check the IP from where it is coming.
So let me explain you. So what
Mm-hmm.
happens, 1 second. So we'll take a phishing scenario. These all people may ask you this in interview also. So
Mm-hmm.
phishing, basically phishing, when it happens, when there would be an email gateway should be there. Email gateway security will be there. Okay, email gateway security will be there for every organization. As if we are using Outlook, right? Most of the
Yes.
organizations will use Outlook because here they can create their own domains. As an example, my company name is Next. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll create everyone's email like a dot r at the rate next.com. Okay, this would be our email ID, or rob at the rate next.com. Okay, here this is our company's domain and this is our name, and whole it will become our email ID or domain ID. So basically, when attacker, what he'll do, and in Outlook will have, as O365 is there, Office 365, which consists of all Microsoft devices, like Microsoft applications and all. There we do have some security measurements will also there for this Outlook. What would be the consequence, matlab, what would be the reasons, or what would be the precautions and all we'll be taking here. So there will be some things like there will be some policies. We need to make it as like policies like same domain is allowed, or internal to external allowed for some domains, because they do have customers, right? They need to send emails to the customers, and customers should also able to contact them. That there should be some bi-directional conversations and must be there, but there should not be any other domain which is allowed. For, we'll take a small example like we do have a feature in our Gmails like spam, right? What spam will do, if you sometimes, if it automatically spams your email, right? Some in some scenarios where if some that domain is sending mails rigorously to everyone, it will automatically spam. Or else what you will do, you will manually report it. Okay, or else what you will do, you will do report and block. Basically, you are applying a simple policy for yourself, right? But in organization, what they will do, they will try to apply policy for whole organization. Okay. Then if the policy was not applied, then what attacker will do? He'll try to send an email to you as a person, as I am not aware of anything. What I'll do, I'll click on that. Okay. So we'll here what will take, here network will come into picture as we are opening it via email. Email gateway will come into picture, right?
Mm-hmm.
One second, one second.
Yes.
Sorry. So here network will come into picture because when the person is connected to network only, then he'll get email. When he's having Outlook, then he may have email gateway. When it comes into endpoint laptop, if he clicked on it, something would download in his laptop, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for laptop, what we have, we do have EDR. It is a detection mechanism. Here we do have
Mm-hmm.
email gateway security is there. Here for network, what we do have, SIM we have ID. Here what will SIM will come into picture, firewall will come into picture. Okay,
Okay.
so we'll
So,
understand this. Ask.
mhm. So if a person is clicking on any mail in an employee,
Hmm.
so it has a EDR, like laptop has EDR endpoint. So
Laptop.
it may download
Hmm.
some
File,
malicious
malicious
files,
file, malware file.
malware files. Okay, so that can corrupt your
Hmm.
organization server or
Or your laptop. Yes,
mhm. Okay, so
but
that they may get access to the
system.
into the system. Okay.
Huh. But getting access to system and corrupting your system and harvesting your credential isn't possible right now because we do have good security controls. So
Mm-hmm.
for network level, like if he connected also, but while he should go, he will go via network, right? The firewall will be in picture. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes.
here as a security analyst will search for logs. So how we'll search? We'll try to. So EDR will also have policies. EDR can also block the file when it will install in your laptop. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So how will, as if I am a security person, what I'll do? First, I'll
Mm-hmm.
go to. I'll check EDR, which is EDR tool would be there. Let us take an example of MS Defender. Microsoft Defender is an EDR.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Azure Sentinel is Microsoft SIM tool. And
Okay,
here we
Azure
do have,
Sentinel is a SIM tool of Microsoft.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
This is an EDR tool. You should be very familiar with what is EDR, what is SIM, what is difference between EDR, SIM. And here
Mm-hmm.
Outlook has its own gateway. Okay.
Okay.
So as a security person, what we'll do, when we it got passed through Outlook also, it got passed through your SIM also, but it got caught at your EDR level because some file has been downloaded.
Mm-hmm.
So what EDR will do? Endpoint detection and response. It will detect and response if the policy has been written. But basically, what it will do? It will detect each and everything that the file has been downloaded. It may
Okay.
block also. So as a security person, what I'll do? No, I'll go to the logs of this endpoint. I'll go to my console. I'll if the endpoint name is A AR10. I'll go to endpoint settings will be there. I'll
Mm-hmm.
go I'll go to assets and I'll click on AR10. Then I'll search for logs. So there what I'll find, I'll also share you some sample logs also like in later on sessions. But right now I'm explaining a scenario. So what
Yes.
I'll do, okay, I'll 1 second. So what I'll do, I'll capture logs from this endpoint. What is the file name? I'll get file name. I'll get hash, and I'll get like whether it is blocked or not, or which within which path it has been downloaded. Then I'll try to search for like how it came. So
Okay.
there will be trace of an Outlook. Okay, there
Mm-hmm.
will be only trace of that it has been downloaded from application which is known as Outlook. So then I'll get
Okay.
an idea of that the file has been downloaded from Outlook. Then I'll
Mm-hmm.
go to Outlook logs will be there. Okay,
Yeah. Okay. You.
Outlook
Mm-hmm.
gateway. Huh. So there I'll check like okay. When I'll go there, then I'll get to know that he was the sender, and this is this file has been downloaded from there. So
Okay.
then
So
I'll
who has
check whether
downloaded? We'll know that as
the
well, right?
because
Mm-hmm.
in his laptop only it was downloaded. Means he would have only downloaded or clicked on that file. So then I'll
Mm-hmm.
check what have happened because there should be some policies that there should be no outsider domain get into our can send email to us. So then I'll get to know that there is no policy written for outsider to insider. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so
Yes.
these all scenario would be taken
Okay.
by as an analyst.
So if an interviewer asks like, how would you prevent, stop from phishing attack? So what
Yes.
we have to give a reply?
So so basically, what we will give will as an organization we will write policies in our email gateway that no outsider domain is allowed to send us until we whitelist the domain. Okay,
Okay. So you
will
won't be
answer.
getting any email until and unless you have given an access to outsider.
Huh. Right now, as we don't have any security, like as you and I are normal persons, we don't have any security tools installed for us. Right.
Yes.
That's the
Mm-hmm.
reason any other company and any other advertisements are be sending to us like we do have these opportunities are very more right away. But in organizations, we don't have such kind of emails because everything will be operated based on permission, whether we are okay.
Okay.
So Fahad, Fahim, sorry, Fahim. So I'm giving.
Okay. Okay, Raman.
So based on this scenario only, try to know like what is EDR, what
Mm-hmm.
is SIM, like only brief. Like if I ask you some like malware regarding, if I give you some scenario, you need to identify whether like from where you will take logs. This is main concept in cybersecurity where we need to identify the resource or the device from where we will take the logs. Okay, got it. So
Mm-hmm.
like if there
Yes.
is a malware downloaded from website, so where you will go? You will go to SIM logs. In SIM also, which device you will check? You will check firewall logs, proxy logs, because everything which is going via network, it should dump into your proxy or it should go via your firewall, right?
Mm-hmm.
So try to get an understanding like what is firewall, what is switch. Tomorrow I may ask you some questions based on that, and later on we'll discuss.
Mm-hmm.
And meanwhile, we'll also do some more commands over Metasploit using Nessus and all. Okay.